Whenever these colleagues pair up, they make cinematic magic. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 director-actor partnerships.
We've progressed emotionally.
For this list, we've chosen some of the most iconic, long-running, and fruitful pairings of directors and actors in cinema history, which have produced some of our favorite films.
Anderson living. Good living.
Number 10, Wes Anderson and Bill Murray.
Do you want a carrot?
Yeah, I'll have one of those.
All kinds of wacky awkwardness ensues when these two get together.
You want to play some word games or do some experiments on me or anything?
No.
As seen in flicks like The Royal Tenenbaums, Anderson's films are often familial pieces that aren't too sure whether they're comedies, dramas, or some quirky genre in between. Throw Bill Murray into the mix, and you've got a self-sustained, genre-bending piece of cinema about family, failure, and success that speaks to the uncomfortable uncertainty of our generation. Number 9, John Ford and John Wayne.
Dad, blast it!
Watch it, it's loaded.
This pair is the stuff that westerns are made of. Together, they pumped out many a classic cowboy flick and effectively spawned an entire genre, while also inspiring and informing a subsequent generation of spaghetti westerns with classics like Stagecoach and The Searchers.
Come to think of it, I didn't see you at the surrender.
Don't believe in surrenders. No, I still got my saber, Reverend. Didn't turn it into no plowshare, neither.
Wayne has become infamous for his distinctly affected drawl, and together with Ford, he cemented what we now know as the heroic cowboy trope.
Make no sense.
Hunger, empty bellies, that's the sense that makes you blanket head. Stop it.
Number 8, Elia Kazan and Marlon Brando.
Flash, under the Napoleonic Code, a man has got to take an interest in his wife's affairs.
Kazan was known for introducing a lot of young talent in his time, and one of these notable fresh faces was Marlon Brando.
Oh, hi.
Brando was notoriously difficult at the best of times, but that's what makes this pairing so legendary.
I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody.
Kazan was one of the few directors who could adjust to the actor's moods in order to extract some of the best performances of his life in films like On the Waterfront and A Streetcar Named Desire.
Hey, Stella!
Number 7, Werner Herzog and Klaus Kinski.
Ich bin der Zorn Gottes. Wer sonst ist mit mir?
Even more difficult to work with than Brando was Klaus Kinski. In fact, he was such a hothead, he allegedly pulled a gun on Herzog while filming Aguirre.
Wenn ich Aguirre will, dass die Vögel tot von den Bäumen fallen, dann fallen die Vögel tot von den Bäumen herunter.
But thankfully, it didn't go further than that. Intense, obsessive, and at times bordering on the psychotic, Kinski was the perfect block of clay from which Herzog could sculpt performances of perfectly calculated passion in movies like Fitzcarraldo.
I want my opera house! I want my opera house!
Number 6, Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder.
What is that, a handkerchief?
Nothing, that's nothing.
If it's nothing, why can't I see?
My blanket, my blue blanket, give me my blue blanket!
While both of these comedic legends are rumored to be difficult working partners, they struck gold together with their hilarious comedy classics like Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Infamously, the pair engaged in screaming matches, only to reconcile minutes later and come to a mutual understanding. What makes this matchup so legendary is their ability to come together to create truly funny movies that everyone can understand and enjoy.
Class is dismissed.
Number 5, Akira Kurosawa and Toshiro Mifune.
急に青ざめたその時の女の顔。
Renowned as the fathers of samurai cinema, this partnership endures thanks to classics like Yojimbo and Seven Samurai. Though both worked independently, Kurosawa and Mifune were at their best as a pair. Kurosawa's meticulously created films are known for their complex Shakespearean storylines, with some samurai swashbuckling thrown in for good measure. Throw Toshiro Mifune's exaggerated facial and vocal performances into the mix, and you have yourself 3 hours worth of period epicness. Number 4. Alfred Hitchcock and Jimmy Stewart. When the British master of suspense meets a mainstay of American cinema, the result is highly strung and emotionally involving character pieces that revived both men's careers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hitchcock films are always grounds for some tenseness or a good scare. But when you add Stewart to the equation, you get a movie about a man at the mercy of events, unsure what will come next, but eager to take charge.
What are you going to do? I don't want to, but I'm going to look inside that chest. Are you crazy? I hope so. With all my heart, I hope I'm crazy.
Number 3. Quentin Tarantino and Samuel L. Jackson.
We got into this thing with the best intentions, really. I never...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Tarantino has many fruitful partnerships, with Uma Thurman acting as one of his most frequent muses. But you'd be hard-pressed to find an endeavor in which Tarantino hasn't cast the baddest mofo in Hollywood.
AK-47, the very best there is. When you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room, except no substitutes.
Whether it's a tiny cameo or uncredited narration, Sam Jackson is often lurking in the background.
Y'all got a song? How about Love Me Tender? I can play that.
The actor's obvious on-screen charisma, coupled with Tarantino's skill at creating complex characters, makes for ultra-violent, ultra-entertaining films like Pulp Fiction and Django Unchained.
When Miss Yo Candy talk to you, you answers.
Number 2. Tim Burton and Johnny Depp.
We are dealing with a madman.
Tim Burton is very much a genre-based director, unwilling to stray too far from his creepy gothic subject matter.
Whipped cream.
Precisely.
But that reticence to bend has translated to success, with the director using recurring themes and elements in his films. One of these elements is the omnipresent Johnny Depp, with whom Burton has produced and directed many zany movies from Edward Scissorhands onward.
We don't have a permit.
Run!
Before we find out which partnership topped our list, here are a few honorable mentions.
Lawrence. Or is it Major Lawrence?
Sir?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
You play very well.
Oh, yeah? So do you.
You're not gonna give me the same treatment?
Number 1. Martin Scorsese and Robert De Niro. Though Scorsese may have found himself another muse in Leo DiCaprio, he and De Niro were once the hottest couple in Hollywood, so to speak.
And I felt when I walked in that there was something between us. There was an impulse that we were both following.
Through their shared love of ad-libbing and the psychoanalysis of dark characters, Scorsese and De Niro used their more contemporary stories not only to redefine the gangster genre, but also cinema itself.
You talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here.
While both had successful careers independently, they were never as good as when they were together.
That's entertainment.
Do you agree with our list? Which director-actor partnerships do you think have yielded the best movies?
You want this pig?
For more of your favorite top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Is it all over?
I'm afraid so, Rupert.
Oh, what a pity.